Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the next episode of my Skylines series, Ardes. So, as you might be hearing, I'm kinda sick right now, so I don't want to talk so much today. I will just tell you what will be doing, and this should actually be it. So, in the beginning there, as you can see, we are building our highway. We are continuing it further down the coast. And we're doing this by getting very close to the ground and actually also switching to the ground. And the reason for this is that I thought it would be more realistic to have it more on the ground for later on. This is okay that it is above for our small harbor, but I think it would make some kind of nonsense to have it in the bigger town all the time elevated. So today we will also make something quite new. This is the Oldtown of the city, and this will be quite close to our harbour because usually an old town is very close to an harbour. So yes, my intentions for our whole old town, excuse me, where that I just thought that it would be very realistic to have a main street, and this main street is usually also the place for a tram going. What a tram is, should all of you know, it is just like a train that drives on the street. Does this sound like it is what it is? I think so. And yeah, since this is in a game, I thought this would be the perfect thing for a European city, because a lot of European cities have them and they are one of the most used stuff in at least Vienna, and they're also come in pretty handy when you want to go around in Vienna or around other cities, like I think also Berlin has some, Köln has some. So yes, so there you can see a small loop. This is the ending of our main street. So the main street will just like go up the river, and the reason for this was that I thought the other parts than there behind this one will be more modern, and they didn't thought about planning them out like they did the old times. They will have more different areas that will be frequented, and we'll try to get the traffic on different streets, because this is something kind of the things that they're doing, at least right now in Vienna, that they're trying to split the traffic on different main roads. So we are pretty close to adding our second highway entrance to this whole area, and this isn't a very European one, so this is something that they're doing quite a lot of time in Vienna. It is just like that you have a very curvy one and it is using quite a lot of space, but I think they're actually pretty cool. It is just like that they had the space and so they used it, and they're looking very nice, so I like them, and I actually think they are making a great addition to the city. Actually, if you like to see something kind of a special intercharge, something like this that you enjoyed looking on Google Maps, something like this, hit me up in the comments and send me a link or write me how it's called so that I can find it, and then I will try to rebuild it or build something similar to it. So with similar, I mean I would get some inspiration from it to try to get it as good as possible in the game. So there you can also see I had some problems with adding in all of this on and off ramps, because sometimes the game is pretty weird with ramps that are very close to each other, so there you definitely have to watch out to get them to look good. I also had the problem of very glitchy spots like here, and this is always when you're so close to an intersection, and it is pretty annoying, but I think we can say you learn how to deal with them, and it is although pretty hard to do it. So as you can see, I was trying different things, and there I think this was the final solution for me. And there, oh no, it wasn't. So it is always kind of hard. This one was now. It is pretty cramped up, but I think it should be working out quite well for the people. So maybe you can see it's flickering there, and this was always when I made an intersection that was too close. then I will add these things in, and then it suddenly works. So this was one of the most useful networks together with the terrain conforming network, I think, that we got in this game. So there you can see me starting with my grid for my inner Oldtown, and at first I wanted the houses to stay away from the main street. I've changed this later on. We will use this technique on other side streets later on, but for this street it wouldn't be realistic because this would be a very central place and I wouldn't be losing space there like this. So there, actually here, you can see me making very cramped streets. That's because European buildings are very close to each other, so it is very stuffed in and it is extremely cramped. When you're going to Vienna or another European city, you will see what I mean. There's somewhere so less space, it is incredible. And actually in this video you will see two different kinds of video recording, building an area. Like one is just like the normal thing that I'm doing also there with recording, and the other one is that I'm making pictures after every building that I'm placing, and I will make always a picture out of the same position. And this looks also kind of cool, but I don't know what you like more, so make sure to watch both of them, and please tell me what you would like to see more out of, or what you would like to see less, or what is the advantage of one, and stuff like this. So this would be something very kind from you, and I would appreciate if you do this, because it just helps me to get everything in correctly, and just like to get it like you guys like it and you guys want to see it. So this whole thing there has pretty crowded intersections, and this could have been a problem, but the good thing is we have the Traffic Manager President edition, sorry, and with this one we can fix this problem quite easy, and the fix actually works, and I'm surprised by this, but if it works we'll take it, and this makes our stuff pretty good and pretty cool. So as you can see there, we were just like fixing in some more glitches and configuring all tracks, and this loop there would be something like station for them. So this would be the ending station, and there would be a lot of different tracks coming in, and they were also split off from this one and going to smaller streets and stuff like this. So this is something that I wanted to accomplish, and we will also get at least 4 to 5 different connections going on. So another thing that I think is pretty realistic for all towns, but it's also pretty annoying, are the one-way streets. They're extremely often to Austria. You have a lot of one-way streets in a city, and these one-way streets are not a problem. I think they are a fix for the people that wanted to drive to through the old town to get rid of some traffic jam on bigger streets, and this was pretty annoying for the people that live in there, because obviously these old buildings, and you don't have that good of a window in there. So we're coming right now pretty close to placing the buildings, and for the buildings I had to download quite a bit more buildings. I think I downloaded 50 new buildings, and we're actually using all of them. So I actually recorded a second episode of building houses, and there I've used a lot of them, I would say. So yes, what you can see me trying now is edit first buildings, and this was quite hard for me because I wasn't sure how big I want them, but I think in the end it turned out quite well. It is actually a lot of different time zone buildings, and for this I had a thought of Austria's main city, Vienna, of the area around Stephansdom, because I was going there some days ago, I would say, and there I've just like watched the different building styles and stuff that you can see down very close to each other. So from now on we will just like place buildings, add some trees, and Later we will also do a little park, but I will leave you there because my voice is getting worse and worse, and I don't want you to have to hear my voice getting lost. So yes, I will say thank you for watching, and hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, please show it to me for a like, and if you did enjoy it, I would appreciate if you'd write me a comment and write me down why you didn't enjoy it and what I could do better. It helps me a lot, and it is also constructive feedback is always welcome, so yes, thank you. If you're new to my channel, do you enjoy what I'm doing? I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to me. It helps me a lot, and you can stay up to date to see if I upload a video. So it is a win-win situation for both of us. So yes, thank you for watching. Hopefully you have a great day, and see you in another episode. Bye!